Good morning, everybody. Do I have a special video for us today? I'll be going over a brand new pontoon from one of the greatest boat manufacturers of all time. And it's going to be right here, the 2025 Revel from Correct Craft. Now, the Revel is a brand new boat that just got launched in April, and I was so privileged to be a part of the debut here on Lake Martin with Russell Marine. That was just a great event, and so here it is, the 2025 Revel. Now you might be thinking, oh, this is just another pontoon. Great, it's 3 aluminum tunes on a piece of plank wood with a big motor on the back. Well, that's not quite the case here, as this pontoon actually has a stepped hull and outperforms every other pontoon on the market with the same engine configurations. And I'll be able to show all you that today, as well as some of the amazing technology here on this boat. Now, the tech on this boat speaks for itself, but there's also little things that make this boat different, like your pop up and down cleats that are just so seamless and everything that you would expect from Correct Craft. As you board here, you walk on, and there is a button here to unleash the door, and you walk right onto the bow. Great quality product. You can see here, we'll do the pinch test, pinch and twist, and as you can see, it goes right back to normal. Now, looking right behind the helm, you have a trash can access right there. You can pull that out, and as you can see, all the wiring is nice and clean and tucked away. It is everything that you would expect from Correct Craft, which is just perfection. It does have a bimini that folds into itself, so no more hassling to fold back and put down that bimini. Now going back here to the Mercury and the tow point, your tow bar here is next level, super high grade metal. As you can see, Revel carved into the side there, which is just beautiful. Lily pad step ladder, making it effortless to get on and off of the boat. Now, this is paired with a Mercury 300. Big, beautiful Russell Marine flag right there. And this layout is just amazing, and it's so practical. Here is your door as well that you have in the back. Let's say you don't want the little ones running out back and just being on this back step unsupervised. You can just close that door and shut that off. You also have wireless chargers and charging stations all throughout the boat, so no one is left with a dead phone. To fire up your Revel, you don't have to fool around with the battery switch in the back trying to track down where everything is. It's as simple as your battery switch being right here, which turns on your Helm command. It's a beautiful Revel display. We're gonna go ahead and acknowledge that. We'll go ahead and start the Revel up here. Typical Mercury throttle here. You can hear that beautiful V8 Verado start up, and we will go ahead, get detached from the dock, and see what this looks like on the water. Now, a lot of boat manufacturers, and pontoon manufacturers in particular, what they like to do is just throw a bunch of technology on their top deck and kind of just let the rest of the boat sit as it is. They're not coming up with new innovations, new designs, or anything really different than they did the year before. They throw a lipstick on a pig and they throw a bow on it and call it the next best thing. And this Revel is anything but that. Yes, they do have some crazy technology up at the helm and on their top deck of their pontoon, but this Revel has an incredible stepped pontoon hull design that you find on some of your high-performance center consoles and big cruisers, where it allows the boat to go 5 miles an hour faster than a competing pontoon with the same length and same engine configuration, just because of that hull design. And that just speaks to the innovation of Correct Craft and of this Revel, that this is really the most high-tech pontoon on the market today. At the helm, your electronic controls. So here we start off with the horn, your bimini, different lighting, and your trim is also right here at your fingertips, right behind the wheel. Looking here on the right side, you have a bilge, some courtesy lights, and your windlass as well, which is mounted up underneath the deck up in the bow of the pontoon. Now, I mentioned earlier that this bimini actually retracts into itself, so defeating kind of that, oh, we need 3 people to boot up the bimini and push it back. As you can see, I'll show you here, on your helm controls, it is really just at the push of a fingertip. So we'll go ahead and put the bimini down, and you can see it starts to retract here. There is really nothing that you have to do other than press the button on your helm. And then if you keep going, it lowers all the way. We'll just keep it right there because I am going to put it back up just because it is a hot, sunny day here out in Alabama on beautiful, beautiful Lake Martin. So as you can see too, that bimini, just with a push of a button, starts to fold out and it'll go into place by itself without any of that hassle of trying to push, boot up, and pull out that bimini. Now, if you know anything about Correct Craft, you know that they take audio very, very seriously in their craft. And this Revel is no exception, as it has 8 JL audio speakers and 2 subwoofers, which is by far the best audio system that I have ever heard on a pontoon. So here in the bow, you have your 4 main speakers up front, 1 subwoofer right there, 1 speaker at the driver helm, 1 more on the passenger side, 2 back here right behind the driver and the co-captain, and you turn around and there is your 2nd subwoofer. Also worth noting on the Revel is going to be the incredible storage space. I'll go ahead, flip it around, and let you see what I'm seeing. So here on each of your storage compartments, you'll notice that all of your seats are on hinges, so you're not worried about throwing seats all over the place. They are on hinges, which makes it super easy to lift up, and you can see plenty of storage on each side. We'll go ahead and lift this one up as well so you can see in those storage compartments, it is the same flooring that is in your main walkway and in your cabin. Now we'll open up the ski locker here and see what that looks like, which of course you can see it is the same flooring yet again as your main deck. So we'll go down, get in here, and just see how large this actually is. Plenty of storage for any skis, tubes, life jackets, ropes, anything that you may need on the water can absolutely fit down in there. I did want to go over kind of the Helm command here as we are talking about tech. So we go to the home page here and you see your beautiful Revel right there on your main screen with obviously your RPM gauge, your engine, and your miles per hour right there. But you have your lighting control right there at your fingertips. And here with your buttons that you see, like your courtesy lights, for example, when you turn those on, you can actually see it on your Revel turn on there. And then we'll do the same with the docking lights. You see the docking lights come on there at your Helm command. So we'll go ahead and turn those off, and we'll go over to the map here, which shows the map of your current waterway that you are on. Another feature which is great about this boat is your camera setting. So let's say you have little ones playing on the back deck, jumping off, or doing whatever back there. You have an eye on them, so you know at all times what is going on your pontoon, not only in front of you in real life, in real time, but you can see what is behind you as well, which is just such an amazing safety feature. So we'll go ahead and turn off the battery here. Close up the front door. We'll go ahead and close the front door. Step onto the dock. And that right there is going to wrap up my video on the brand new Revel from Correct Craft. And I want to hear from you. What do you think about the brand new, most innovative pontoon here on the market? I'd love to hear what you have to think, so reach out in the comments.